Hi guys, it is Tuesday afternoon. We're up here at Fulton Speedway, of course. Outlaw 200 weekend. It's coming up Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Plans for me, I'm hoping to get here on Friday for a little bit. I'm not really sure how cleared I am on everything right now. I'm going to find out on Thursday. But Sam from Neivel Plumbing is going to give me one of his golf carts to ride around in for a few hours, so I'll do that. Hopefully we're all set for next week at Super Dirt Week. We're still ironing that out as well. But this is one of my favorite times of the year. And you can see they're doing a lot of work up here at Fulton Speedway today. And of course the 200 was the first big race that I ever heard of. Of course it was the Victoria 200 way back in 1990 when it was my first year working here. I had no idea what was going on, what these cars were about, who was who. So they actually had Roy Sova come down and do that race that year. So I didn't announce the very first one, but my first dirt race was way back here in 1990. I was a baseball announcer working out in Auburn for the Double Days. Of course, then they were the Astros, Houston Astros affiliate. And I remember coming out here the first time and seeing those alcohol burning modifieds. They hadn't had Sportsman yet in central New York at that point. So these were 358s that ran on methanol, and the only rule was basically they had to puff. So they had to actually be 358 cubic inches. And they had higher sides than the dirt cars. And I was here till 1993. And of course worked a lot of TV stuff and other races in the meantime. But this has always been one of my two favorite tracks, because as wide as this place gets with the banking and everything. I remember the first time watching a 200, and again the 200 will be this Saturday, the Neivel Precision Plumbing Outlaw 200. And I remember, 4 wide was like everywhere you looked down the racetrack, because this place is known as one of the wider racetracks around. And it'll be like that this weekend. Of course, Thursday starts sport divisions. I know the 4-cylinders, I believe mod lights, hobby stocks, I believe, and I'm sure I'm missing another division there. But sprint cars headlight the show on Friday, and then of course modifieds and sportsmen on Saturday. We're waiting for someone to come here, so hopefully we'll have more news on Oswego. After this, I'm going to go up to Oswego. Right now it's maybe 2:30. I'm thinking possibly somewhere around this. So after this, I'm going to actually go up to Oswego, shoot a little video up there, say hi to a couple of friends, check on a couple things, and then we'll be back. But they've been cleaning up and mowing all day today, getting things ready for the big weekend. So if you have not been to this, you really need to come. And for some of you that are maybe not hardcore fans, or maybe you're looking for your first dirt race to actually go to, this would be a really good show, because the sprint cars on Friday are fun. And you can buy one-day passes. You can get the whole 3-day thing, or you can get the 3-day pass. So it really depends on how much of it that you're planning on seeing. But the sprint cars, this is one of the better sprint car tracks around, because you could either, putt around the bottom, like some people do. I'm thinking of Sammy Reeks IV. He was one who liked to run the bottom. I think Jason Barney actually likes to do the bottom too. And then there's other guys that like to put it high, wide, and handsome. I'm thinking of Sean Donath, for example, is a guy who likes to get that thing up there and run the outside. So this is the big weekend, and this is the time to get your butts on over here to Fulton Speedway. And of course, remember, Super Dirt Week starts next week. So for about a 10-day period, Central New York is the place to be. And all the races now at Super Dirt Week, remember, are run at night. SuperDirtWeekOnline.com is how you can find out all kinds of stuff, frequently asked questions, things of that nature. I'm going to try to get up there a couple times before actually things get started. But this is my favorite week. It creates a lot of anxiety with all of us, because we're all working. I know you teams and everybody, you're probably starting to feel it now in the shop too. So, stay strong, guys. Don't let it get to you. We've been through this before. We'll get through it again. And, we'll see how this all goes. But I'm excited and ready for what should be a wonderful 10 days of action starting Thursday here at Neivel Precision Plumbing. Come by tomorrow. I'll actually introduce you to Sam Neivel. He's the owner of the business, and they are looking for people. So I know a lot of you young folks are out there wondering what you're going to do. You might be looking at the cost of college and say, I don't know, man, 6 figures for an education, and I'm not even sure what I want to do. Plumbing is a wonderful profession to get into. The money is really good. I mean, you work hard, but boy, you can learn from somebody like Sam who learned from somebody else on how to get his own business. Like I know a couple of people in the HVAC business they're looking for people that they can train too. And you know, if you pay attention to the business, you can do that for a while, maybe even, you know, do it for yourself somewhere down the road. So I hope you guys are all doing well. Come back for tomorrow. Big thanks to Scott Brooks, by the way. He's been doing some wonderful work for us. He's been heading to all kinds of racetracks, talking to folks. Kind of curious if Shangri-La 2 could get going, what type of asphalt shows could we see there? It's a wonderful facility. Small block supers, ISMA, MSS, ASA. I mean, who knows? The future is bright, as that is one of the more wonderful places in the area. So you guys have yourself a good time, and we'll be putting some stuff up here this week. Hopefully get cleared on Thursday. I go up and see the neurologist. Feel good. So I'm optimistic that everything will go. That's Eric Fink, by the way, on the grader. You guys take care, and we will see you soon. Make sure to subscribe. Turn on the notifications, everybody. We'll talk to you soon.